everyone, I have some pretty awesome movie news for you guys, and according to Deadline, Oscar Isaac has been tapped to play the Marvel character Moon Knight, who is getting his own TV show on the Disney Plus streaming service. Now, I don't know too much about this character to really make any judgments whether or not he would actually play a good Moon Knight, but I feel like for the fans who are excited and looking forward to see him play this role, this might be the show for you guys to eventually look out for on Disney Plus. And there are quite a few Marvel shows already planned, so this might actually be another one that everybody will be excited to see. Now, while I have seen quite a few of Oscar Isaac's movies, I feel like he's most known for roles in big budget movies, or at least more well-known franchise movies. And I had to look this up, and apparently the worldwide box office for at least the first 5 movies that were successful were the Star Wars movies that he was in, as well as playing the villainous character in X-Men Apocalypse, and also Sony's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So this might be a win for him to play in yet another Marvel role, and to say that he's definitely bankable, I feel like it's one of those movies where, you know, is he better suited as a leading role or in a supporting role? Now, anything outside of the comic book universe, I feel like he hasn't always been successful, but my personal favorite movie of his in recent years has been Ex Machina, so I think that has done, you know, particularly well, but maybe not as well as people would have liked. But I think for that type of genre movie, it was a win for him, but he was only a supporting role in this, and now he gets to be the lead character in a Disney Plus show. So, you know, it's all basically up in the air at this point if he can actually pull that off. But I think that besides, you know, his impending performance, for anybody who may be on the fence about this show, may be happy to know that the writers of the Umbrella Academy series on Netflix are tapped to contribute to this show. And I think as far as genres go, I think that would actually be a good fit for this type of character. Now, when it comes to the background of the character of Moon Knight, he is a Jewish American, and he is a rabbi's son who, you know, has quite the experience in being a U.S. Marine, a mercenary, and eventually a taxi driver. And he has all of these different identities. He, in the comics, at one point was the alter ego Mark Spector. He also plays Stephen Grant, who is this millionaire entrepreneur, and he kind of resembles this sort of like Bruce Wayne type of character. And actually it is kind of interesting because way back when it was rumored who was going to be playing Batman, Oscar Isaac was on the list, but it was only just a rumor, and it eventually went to somebody else in the role. So I thought it was really cool to see him even be sort of in consideration, but also the fact that the character of Moon Knight, one of his other identities, is sort of a Bruce Wayne type of character, and he even has his own form of a batarang, which is a moon rang. And then he has this other role as a taxi driver, being Jake Lockley, and, you know, it's sort of low-key, and he keeps his, you know, feet on the ground and all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting to see, you know, how many types of personalities or identities that this character of Moon Knight can have. So to see how many types of different roles Oscar Isaac has played. He definitely has a lot of range when it comes to, you know, his movies, and being able to pull it off would actually be, you know, pretty amazing. And the character has even also worked as this archaeologist in Egypt, and he uncovered artifacts of this Egyptian moon god. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's Khonshu, and this Egyptian god, you know, appears to him in a vision. So that'll be really interesting to see if they can connect the WandaVision show with this show, I think, or vice versa. I think that would be also really cool. This character is really diverse. I feel like a lot of people might resonate with him better, and also not only diverse, but the character also seemingly has a form of DID, aka dissociative identity disorder, which is not surprising considering how many identities he seems to possess. So, I don't know, I'm actually really curious to know how this is all going to play out, because I feel like I never would have suspected Oscar Isaac being on anybody's radar to play this character, but he is certainly on my radar recently, with the news that his latest movie to come out, Dune, is coming out next year, so because it got delayed. But I know that these big budget movies certainly played a role in him, you know, getting his name out there and becoming more popular. But I feel like with his, you know, in the smaller budgeted films and his even smaller roles, I feel like they're also equally important to see. And yeah, I just hope that this all pans out and it ends up being a pretty good series. So I'll definitely check it out like I will with any other Disney Marvel Disney Plus shows. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Oscar Isaac playing Moon Knight. If you're not a fan of this casting, who would you have picked in his place? And do you think he could do a good job in this role? So let me know. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.